Hello and welcome to another 3-minute devotional. Now, I don't know about you, but I love fireplaces. When I was a kid, I used to love building fires in them and just seeing everything come to life with the flames and the smoke. And I'm a kid. Playing with fire was a lot of fun. We'd wait until the fireplace was really hot, take our toys and stuff and push them against the side just to watch them melt. Don't tell my grandma that I said that, but we did that at her house a whole lot. It was a lot of fun to build fires in those fireplaces. What was really awesome is if you got the fire just right and you hit that match in there, you could lose an eyebrow. If not an eyebrow, facial hair, you could lose arm hair. I would argue that if you've never started a fire and lost facial hair, then you're not doing it right. I'm joking. For all you firefighters out there that are listening, I am totally joking. That is not the correct way to start a fire. If you start a fire that way, it can get really big and bright and then it'll disappear immediately and you still don't have any fire. Instead, what you want for a fire is sustained heat, something that creates coals. Because it's the coal of the fire that is really the life of the fire. The longer the coals are hot, the longer the fire will last. When my wife and I was first married, we used to have a fireplace in our house as our primary source of heat. And at night, we would put a huge log inside that thing. And it would smolder all night long. And in the morning, you didn't see any fire, but the coals in the bottom were still red hot. And if you put even just a few pieces of wood on top of that, it would ignite back into life again. In the church, there's this phrase that gets bounced around among leaders, among everybody really, and it's burnout. You might actually hear it in your workplace too. Oh, so-and-so's just burned out. Oh, so-and-so's, they don't have the passion that they once did. The wind has left their sails. There's no more fire there. Have you ever heard that phrase before? Unfortunately, in our society and unfortunately in our churches, burnout seems to be the norm. But I would say that it's not meant to be the norm. Burnout happens with a fire when you don't add fuel to the fire. When you don't put new wood on top of the coals on the bottom, the fire disappears very quickly. But wait, there's hope for this. If you're feeling like you have burnout in your life, there is hope. Because as long as you have a single coal left, fire can come back. In Matthew chapter 11, verse 28, Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." If you're feeling burnt out, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you feel like the wind is not in your sails anymore, it's okay. Go to Jesus. He'll rekindle the flames in your life. He'll add some fuel to that fire. You can also start up a devotional. Spend some time with him, some dedicated time with him, and you'll see too that adds fuel to the fire. So today, if you're feeling burnt out, go to Jesus, and he'll fan those flames back into life. Thank you so much for joining me for today's 3-minute devotional. Until next time, be blessed.